Hi.
Hi.
Don't frown.
Everybody's mute.
Good evening, John.
How's Jim tonight?
Not doing too bad at all. How about
Good.
you?
I'm good. Hey, man. Good to see you.
So you're going to teach me how to actually get a job using AI?
Well, yeah. I mean, it comes with it. You get the T-shirt, and the certificate.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I can teach you how to make the job a lot easier. What's your specialty? Your stats or data warehouse?
Data warehouse.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
data warehouse, business intelligence.
Okay. So
But the, go ahead.
do you ever use can you turn your speakers off, please? Thank you. Yeah, sure is. Um, um, Power BI. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I took the training for Power BI and had about a year experience with it.
Oh,
Um, it's it's an emerging product.
you're so polite.
Gotta be. Don't know who's
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah. So far,
And
yeah.
you know, same as always, Microsoft is using the client base to be the beta testers.
Sure, why not?
And they're introducing new features all the time.
Hmm.
When I first started using it, well, frankly, it was a bad joke.
So,
Um, it,
so about
like
how
in
old is it? Because it must be about 10 years old, eh?
yeah, pretty close to 10 years now.
Yeah.
But when I first started off, it was barely a plugin for Excel,
Wow. Hmm.
and you know, I was heavy into Cognos like
Oh,
since
yeah.
'97.
Yeah. That was the best. That was it. And
Yep.
yeah. Who else? Yeah. Yeah. I went to school. Did you ever meet Jean Canal?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I never met Jean. I met his wife.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, they didn't they meet at Cognos?
Um,
What?
Probably, but I met her when I started consulting at CETA.
Okay. All right. Well, I know he was a Cognos, big Cognos buff for a while, and
Yeah,
then I lost track of him. Every, once every 3 or 4 years, he'll post a picture of him and his twins or something like that on Facebook. But yeah, yeah, he was went through high school with him.
yeah. But the federal government basically went from we can't use this because it's we can't get trying to
Yeah.
remember what the
Oh,
um, security for it was. So it was like no, 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 and then suddenly, yeah, all the Cognos contracts are gone. We want people with 5 years in Power BI.
yeah, that's right. And it's a 2 year old product.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
2 year old using well at the level it was at,
Hmm.
it was 2 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, well, frankly, they were keeping me too busy with Cognos to really get into the Power BI at Global Affairs.
Okay. Oh yeah, CETA. Yeah. Boy, I haven't heard that in a while, eh?
Well, CETA was my first contract after leaving Cognos,
Okay.
and that was back in 2001.
Mm. Well, I had my first real contract at in 2000 at Public Works. Mm.
I did a contract at Public Works too.
Yeah.
I've been lots of places, but right now it's okay. I I always enjoyed actually digging in the data.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't seem to understand that I know how it works under the hood.
Right. And
So
yeah,
it doesn't matter what the front end is. I know what it's doing. I just need to figure out which buttons.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
But but if you're in HR, you can't see that.
No, but
And if you're a manager who doesn't understand the deep and the dark of it, you wouldn't necessarily understand that, yeah, if you know what's going on underneath,
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
yeah. I know that the no, there's three people. Oh, there's Lynn. Lynn just joined. Sorry, Jim, just a sec here.
That's
Um,
okay. We can
okay.
talk afterwards if you'd like.
Oh yeah, sure. We could probably meet for. I don't hear it. Do you hear it? Sorry, we've got a speaker in the other room, and there's a bit of feedback.
No,
So
not hearing any.
okay. Um, yep, I hear it. Let me just go turn her
Oh,
volume off. Just a sec. Jim, what we should oh yeah, so we should um, actually meet for lunch or something like that and go over some intelligence next week or
yeah.
something.
Um, yeah, we can. Should be able to manage it next week if you'd like.
Yeah,
I can go
okay.
into Ottawa.
Where are you?
Far side of Castleman.
Oh, I'm in Cumberland, so we could probably meet. We're not that
Oh,
far away, so far side. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, we got people lining up for the good stuff. So I'm just going to go into a deep meditative state and get everything ready here. Just a sec. Hi, all. We have seven people, I think, including me. So we'll wait for a couple of more minutes, like 2 more minutes, and then so you can go get your tequila or coffee or tea, whatever, and then we'll get into the good stuff. And don't be afraid to use the chat. Okay, I think we should get rocking. How's everybody tonight? This evening? Good stuff.
Good, thank you.
Great. So thanks, David. So it's good to see so many people I know. I know Lynn, and I should have what's her name, Miss Helen from whatever that kids show was. I see Lynn, I see Pat, I see Smarty Pants, David. Good to see you. So my name is John Purchase. I'm an AI enthusiast, and what I'd like to do.
Pat?
Sorry, let me just do this here. And what I'd like to do is oh yeah, that's right. So everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. All
Okay, good. Because Murphy's Law.
Yep.
So good. So what I'd like to do is just go through, first of all, notice the picture that I created. Now I created this image for a reason, and we'll go through, we'll address that a little later on. So, okay, so now, welcome everybody. This is an introduction to AI through the use of ChatGPT. And tonight we're gonna have fun, okay? So there's no exam, there's no test or anything like that. We're just gonna have a lot of fun, and we'll whip right through the boring stuff and get to the meat and potatoes as quickly as possible. If you have any questions, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat, and if not, if I'm rambling on and stuff like that, just pop off mute and yell at me. I won't be offended. So, but first, you know what I want to do? I'm go to Chat GPT. I have it bookmarked here. We're going to go through the steps. So this is Chat GPT. Everybody can see it. I'm going to, so I'm applying for a job. So I am applying job as an IT manager at Shared Services Canada. This is my resume. Please write a cover letter for the application. So I can attach, I'm going here, I'm going to upload from my computer or going to desktop. And oh, there it is right there. I just happen to have my resume from September. And notice here's the document. And I'm not sure if you noticed the little white circle. That means it's reading the document. And so I just hit, okay, go. Here's the draft for your cover letter. So there's the letter, piece of cake. But, and this has gone into what's called a canvas mode. So I'm going to say, please rewrite and emphasize my project management skills and experience, and see what happens. So just like magic, it rewrites. Okay. So notice it's a lot longer. Ooh. So it's a lot longer. And I did this before because I did a bit of a run through before this. And what it did was, notably as a project manager for it said that I had a PMP, project management professional designation, which I do not. So it made up a little lie for me, which is very nice. But and we're going to cover that down the road in a second or two. So Um, can I, to start things off, can I just find out um, how what experience do you people have with ChatGPT? A lot, little, none, romper room. Thank you. That's right.
None.
None? Okay, good. David, yeah.
I have a little bit, but mostly for non-work related or productive kind of use. So more just like social media creating, like enhancing a picture or something like that,
Right
but
on.
nothing really with a specific outcome.
Okay, well that's good. That's pretty advanced actually, Pat. It's good. Good to see you too, buddy. So search engine, yeah, that's cool. All right. So there are 31 flavors. There's 31 uses per use. So anyways, okay, so good. So we all have very little, so that's great. Writing those. Okay, so we're going to share again. Ba, ba, ba. And so tonight we're going to really quickly we're going to whip through what is AI. Time is uh, time is crawling. What's the difference between AI and ChatGPT? We're going to crawl through each of us. If we don't have an account, we'll do an account step by step. So you will have an account after this. And the real meat and potatoes is creating effective prompts. And a prompt is basically a question. Tony Robbins once said many years ago, the quality of your life is the quality of your questions. And so that really works with ChatGPT. Touch very quickly on the risks and what's called hallucinations. Some of them can be kind of funny and some of them can be very embarrassing. And hopefully we've got lots of time for questions. All right. And be brutal with your questions, please. So the boring stuff, the technical stuff that's on the exam. So what is AI? It's artificial intelligence, and it's the simulation of human intelligence on machines, like in the domain of computer science. And we all are touched by AI. Siri, Alexa, voice assistants, recommended. Thank you. That's Alexa. Um, oh, and that's Siri. Oh my God, it's everywhere. So and when you're on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, anything like that, there's a ton of AI behind that too. It'll calculate, who you are, how much you weigh, what color is your hair, and all that kind of stuff, and then it'll say, okay, this is what I think that you're interested in, and that governs what you see. And there's the general AI and narrow AI. So narrow AI is what we're used to. So it's an AI method that is made for one thing. Like ChatGPT is a bot. It's a chat bot. So it's made for answering questions. You've got AI in radar systems and stuff like that. So it's a instantiation of AI to do a specific thing. And general AI is the Terminator or things that will you couldn't differentiate human intelligence with general AI. So that's what it is. Big difference. And there is no general AI, and there won't be general AI for years. So they say. Of course, I'm a consultant, and I know everything. um, so what is ChatGPT? It's like I said, a chatbot created by OpenAI, and it can understand your questions, and it generates responses that we're used to in a conversational way type thing. What can it do? You can have conversation. Oh, it'll do basically almost anything. So you can talk to it. I know I've got a buddy who uses it as a therapist. It'll answer any questions you have. It'll also make up a lot of fun stuff. It'll help write emails. It'll help write cover letters for whatever, job applications, stuff like that. I created a game, a, a Pac-Man style game using ChatGPT, just with English. and it'll explain stuff. It's amazing. You can say, you can ask it, explain quantum mechanics, quantum physics, whatever, in one paragraph, and it'll do it. And how does it work? What it does is it's been fed lots of information off the internet, and so what it tells you is a reflection of that stuff, and it's not all it's bias. All right, the more it learns, the less bias it'll be, meaning that if you ask it to create an image, one time I asked to create an image of a party that we had for my mom. It was almost a year ago. So we went up there to my mom's place, and after I created a little card, and I said, show a picture, create a picture of, my mother. She was 86 at the time. She's 87 now, and there was this little kid and me, and everybody had a beard, even my mom. So and how is that bias? It thinks that, beard and unshaven and whatever, that's the look. So it's everything that it tells us is a reflection of what we've taught it, right? And a factoid. Did you know that ChatGPT was trained on vast amounts of internet text? And as of last week, this is huge. As of last week, ChatGPT can now search the internet at the same time as answer your questions. So previously, it was trained up to September 2023. Now, any answer you get is, as it says, current as Google. So that's pretty cool. Any questions? Speak now. Okay, good. We'll move right along. All right. Does anybody not have an account? Everybody has an account?
No, I don't yet, but I can do that quickly, I assume.
Oh yeah, no, we'll all do it together if you want.
Okay.
I don't know if I have an account.
Okay. Well, we can always get one, and if you do, it'll tell you that you have one. So for those who do have an account, you guys can think about questions that you want to ask a little later. So we're going to. This is in notes. So we're going to go to.
Yeah, I'm logged in.
Okay. So I put the link in the chat, and we're going to. So just go there. Can we use the tool without an account? No. Let's see. Yes, you can. Or wait a minute. No, it knows that maybe I go in a different browser. So let me just put that in there. Overview, start now. Yes, you can. Okay. Good question. Good question. So we're going to, we can either create an account or we can just go to, click that link that's in the chat and click the Start Now button on the page. And just let me know when you are on ChatGPT with your account or just the whatever.
Is there a difference between the app, like on iPhone, versus the web browser?
No, not really. No, I find the app is better for using the voice mode. And the voice mode is it's a little annoying because it interrupts a lot, but it's a lot better than sitting here and talking to the computer. Okay, everybody in? I'm here, buddy. That's her. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So if we're ready to go, you can Where is my page? So let's talk about prompting. So I'd like you to ask it a question like something like, "Tell me about cats," or um, just ask it a very simple question. Actually, yeah, just ask it, "Tell me about cats," and then let me know when you got that. So that is the answer you get when you ask, "Tell me about cats." So it's going to give you, everything under the sun, socialization and interaction and stuff like that. So that's a prompt, and that's a very general prompt. And if you're doing a paper on cats, then that might be good information.
I got a different answer.
Okay. Did you get it about the play?
No.
Okay.
The first thing it gave me back was origins and domestication,
Okay.
and then physical characteristics, behavior, healthcare, lifespan and breeds, and cultural significance.
Okay.
And
So
that's all I got.
okay, there you go. Well, then that's an interesting observation. Very interesting. So we've asked, "Tell me about cats."
Yeah, mine's slightly different now that I compare as well. Because I didn't have fun. What did I see in yours? Fun facts. I
Fun
don't have
fact,
that.
yeah. Well, you've got a miserable cat then. No.
I have two cats, but yeah,
Oh
weird.
yeah, and a
What
squirrel or
section is
something.
that? 7. See, I have 8 sections, and the last one is called the cat's purr.
Okay. Okay, watch this then.
Weird.
Tell me about cats. Basics of cats. So it looks like, yeah. So I'm getting another
Yeah.
set of answers too. So
Oh, okay, cool.
so that's very interesting. So what I wanted to demonstrate here was fun facts about cats, cat breeds. So what I wanted to demonstrate what the difference between a general prompt, like a vague prompt, and then a very specific one. Tell me about Russian blue cats as pets in households with children. So it's much more specific. And look at this; it's giving me two responses, so I can compare and I can help it learn by saying which one is more useful to me. So that's pretty interesting. So you're going to get different information with the idea is to be more specific. One day my barber gave me five pears, and they were far from being ripe. So on the way home, I stopped at Walmart and I asked it on my phone, give me a recipe that I can use 5 unripened pears with. And it said I can do this, or make pear soup. And I said, okay, give me a recipe, an easy recipe for pear soup. So I did, so I bought some potatoes and I had the rest of the ingredients. I bought some cream and I went home and I made some pear soup. It's amazing. So um, the 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 general prompt was, tell me what I can make, 5 unripened pears, what I can make with 5 unripened pears. And the specific one was, give me a recipe for pear soup. So we're whipping ahead here. Awful. So crafting clear and specific prompts. I've got a whole whack of prompts for you guys to look at. I sent that out earlier. The difference between simple and complex prompts. So detail and specificity. Response quality. The clarity of the prompt often results in higher quality responses. That's pretty obvious. You know, the more specific your question, the more specific and valuable the answer will be. And well, there's one other thing I wanted to do with the. I'll do that later. So and most of this was generated with ChatGPT. So the best practice for iterative prompting, which means you can ask it a question, and the nice thing about ChatGPT is it remembers everything in the chat. And one session is a chat. So you can say, you know, my name is John Purchase, and I'm a consultant, and I have dogs and all this kind of stuff. So it knows. So when I say, you know, what's the best walk for me to do when I take the dogs? It knows that I have these dogs and, you know, all this stuff. Just like, you know, you're talking to a person, they know who you are and what you do, and, you know, for the most part. So it said, do a birthday message. So I did a message, I did a chat, write a birthday note to my wife. So it did. And then I said, write a romantic birthday note to my wife. Her name is Colette, and make it very personal. And so it changed the whole thing, and it does a great job at it. ChatGPT. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. And knowing that will get you into the coolest nightclubs in New York. So I'm going to, any questions so far? Do you want to do some prompts, some more prompting?
I just did a question, a prompt.
Right.
Can Oracle Forms 11G WebLogic use PLSQL libraries? And I got pretty valuable information.
Okay. That's hilarious. 11. I thought it stopped at 6.
Now. Be nice.
Jamais moi. Specific examples. I'd love to. Okay. So we're going to go. So someone ask me a question that I can
No,
play with.
John, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so what I mean, like that job letter that you wrote,
Right.
say I didn't like that job letter.
Okay.
Okay, so if I say that's not me, and you said last time, you know, be more specific on project management. Can you just show like another prompt, like do it again, or write it more casual, or write it like you're not ChatGPT? Can you prompts that are not so long, maybe, or like that doesn't come out so long?
Okay. Very good. So I'm just going to go to my account. And okay, so I've got the cover letter here. Just one thing. Okay, please so I'm back at my cover letter. You know, 25 years government experience because I'm only 39. Please rewrite in French and Arabic.
Well,
okay. So there's French. And I've asked it too at times, please write this in Ottawa area French, as opposed to, you know, Parisian French. And it looks like we're having a hard time with Arabic. And that's probably, maybe it doesn't have the font or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have asked Spanish or something like that. The cover letters be written in Arabic. Okay. Okay, can you please shorten the English version has been shortened while maintaining a strong focus on your project management expertise. Let me know if you need further instructions. So what was, oh, where'd it go? Here we go. So what was, I'm applying for a job. What was 5 or 6 paragraphs is now, what, three and a bit. So that kind of thing. Any other prompt that you, any other question that you have?
I think if you, I do, John. I
Yep.
think if you had the job poster as well, I think you could download it and you could even make it more specific, because I see that often with job ads, that someone could use their CV and say, here's the job I'm applying for, write for me. I know
Okay.
you don't, I don't know if you have, you know, I think I've seen that.
Where could I pull one from the net?
Well, I mean, I just know you could just, more things, the thing just reads a
Yeah,
whole bunch of stuff.
that's
So if you
true.
gave them the job ad, the job poster, your CV,
Yeah,
you could just get, the more information you get, the better out product, I think.
that's perfect. You're the star student. So let's try another one. I'm going to attach a file. So before I attach my resume, I'm going to attach this PDF document, and notice it's reading. Okay, now I can go. Can you please summarize? And it talks. This gives a summary of what we're doing here today. Boom. Um, and what I've done is please critique this summary and rewrite with the taking into account. Oh my God. Sorry for yelling. With taking the critique into account. And it always defends itself. It always says your original summary is comprehensive, touching on, however, it could be more concise. So, and another thing that I've noticed, so what I've done is got hopefully an improved version of the summary. And what I can say is, this is your level 1 response. Give me the level 2 more detailed response. And here's a more detail that dives deeper into the section. And so, you know, you can ask it to give you more detail, less detail. And the one that works for me, especially when I'm playing around with math or something like that, or some kind of concept that I don't understand, please learn to type, rewrite for a grade 5 student. And so now it's given me a summary that would be meaningful to a grade 5 student, that kind of thing. Oh, thank you. I need another monitor. Ah, I don't know where this is. I thank you for your patience, everybody. Boom. I'm gonna have to stop sharing. Can you save the answer you like? Yes, if you have an account. If you have an account, um, you can have a free account and it'll save all your stuff. But the difference between a free and a paid account is like 30 bucks Canadian a month. But with the free, you get ChatGPT 4.0 or 0, whatever it is, which is an amazing tool, and you get to keep the history of your of all your chats, and so you can see and share. And if you have a business, to me, it's priceless. So here, it'll keep all your history. And my history goes, back to the 50s. But when it was first announced, version 3.5. And also, just a little tidbit here, you can get GPTs. So you can explore GPTs. I'm not sure if this is with the free account, but these are all specially made GPTs that you can use Copywriter, AI Humanizer to make it sound more human, the output more human. You can get one for Canva, which is really cool, research and analysis, education, all that kind of stuff. And I find the one that I use the most is Video Summarizer. So all you have to do is you plug in copy the URL of a YouTube video and click, and it'll give you a summary. What it does is it uploads the transcript, and then it combines its general knowledge with the transcript and gives you a meaningful summary of the video, and you can ask questions of that, and it'll give you some really good answers. What else are we talking about here? More questions. I love the questions. Share, top right. Yeah. Where are we here? Okay. So we're going to go this share here. We're going to go, you click share, and what I can do is I can send you a link to that one chat. So create link. And, oh, you're so smart. Okay. We're going to...
We don't see your screen.
Okay. Sorry, Charlie. That's Mitko, by the way. Everybody knows Mitko. So what I did was I put the chat of my cover letter, and I've copied it into the chat, the Zoom chat. So if you click that, it'll take you right to that chat. It's too many chats, too many windows. So where is it?
I also tried save as, and it saves as a static HTML page.
Okay.
So that can be used too.
Yeah, that's it. But to me, this tool I use it every day. And, as a consultant, and I also have a, video and content marketing and stuff like this. And I can create a massive plan in an hour that would take months previously. So anybody who, and I'm going to be doing it with my business partner, Rob, where he's got this horrible affliction, children, and it's swimming lessons for his kids. So he couldn't make it, but we're going to talk about Notebook. Eventually, we're going to talk about Notebook LM, which is an amazing tool from Google Labs. We're going to talk about Bolt.new and stuff like this, which are coders. It's text to code, and some of the stuff is shocking. We're going to talk about how to create pictures, and I also wanted to talk about pictures. How to create an image and stuff like that in ChatGPT. The only thing it doesn't do really is video. So I should take a look at that, see what it does. Continue this conversation. Cool. Any questions on prompts? So what I've done, let me just go to the notes. I know I'm going all over the place here, but this is my first kick at this, and I wanted to get a feel for where everybody was, and um, go from there type thing. So in the notes, what I've got is uh, many ways that you can use ChatGPT every day. So so I've got 30 ways that it can improve. You can use it to help improve your personal health. We'll look at these in a second. Um, how can do you have young children? Um, how can how can you use this to have a better time with your kids? Um, Teenagers, do you have those teenagers? Do you have teenagers? So, how can you use ChatGPT and prompt it to provide ideas for social media content, suggest career exploration activities? And all I did for all these is give me list 30 ways that ChatGPT can be used by a parent to improve their relationship with their teenagers. And personal productivity, create reminders, routine responses, manage time, um, plan meetings, write seminars, create a seminar on ChatGPT, things like that. And what I've done also is I've included a list of free AI courses, and these are given by universities, except for the IBM one, and they're free, and they're geared for most of them are geared for starters, beginners, that kind of thing. So that's all been sent out to you. I wanted to talk about, if I may, the mother of all prompts. And this prompt was probably the most important learning tool for me when it comes to prompting. Yes, I mentioned an eating plan. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. So what I want to do first, here we go again. We're going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to go to ChatGPT. Where is it? And we're going to another chat, and we're going to say, I want to lose 5 pounds this week. Give me an eating plan so I can do this. It has to be gluten free. All right. Now it tends to give an interesting response. So see that there? Memory updated. And it says John wants to lose 5 pounds this week and is seeking a gluten-free eating plan to help achieve this goal. So it's going to remember that. And it's going to remember that until I cancel my account or until I clear the memory. All right. So, and it's going to give me a warning. Losing 5 pounds in 1 week should be approached with caution to ensure it is done safely and sustainably. And here you go. So aim for a deficit, drink plenty of water, portion control. I don't believe in portion control. Timing. And it says, here's your sample plan. Breakfast, day 1 to 7. Breakfast, snack, lunch, afternoon snack, dinner options. It gives you options. And it has additional tips. Limit your sugar, avoid processed foods, exercise, and it talks about HIIT, high intensity interval training. And Pat is the man to talk to about for that. Monitor your sodium intake because it can lead to water retention. And one thing you'll notice with responses, prompt responses, it always has the last word. And it's maybe that's a good segue into risks. So we're going to go boom. Yes. So we know that it can write poetry, create stories, and even code in multiple programming languages, even PLSQL. Thank you very much, and Java. Um, uh, an example, I made a video for a friend who wanted to sell his house. So I put some nice pictures together with some music, and I created a poem. I said, write a poem about home ownership, about the warmth of owning a nice home, um, and so my friend can sell his property. So boom, it wrote a really nice story and a poem, and it rhymed. It had a really nice rhyming scheme to it. And then I said, okay, he lives in Gatineau, so write it in Outaouais French. And right away, it had the same rhyming scheme. And as far as I can concern, the translation was amazing. It was, and it did it within seconds. It's just absolutely amazing. So risks. So yeah, understand. So yeah, a quick risk and hallucination. A risk is the biggest risk, I think, is you can get busted using this if you're not careful, because it tends to, unless you tell it to write like a human with, grade 13 or grade 12 education or postgraduate education, it will sound like ChatGPT. It has a tendency to use the same words. A testament is one, and the format, it loves to use bullets. And then when you say write write something about my son and how he's able to do this, it will use lots of superlatives. He's the best at this, and he's just a master degree at that. And it's like you can tell it's ChatGPT. So if you're applying for a job or if you're handing work in where you don't want anybody to know that you're using ChatGPT, that is something you want to look out for. Okay, Pat. So it's a salesperson. Yeah, it can be. It sure can help with the sales, that's for sure. So if you're going to, if the prompt response is for you, that's fine. If you're sending it out, be careful how you send it out. That's risk. To me, that's my biggest risk, and that's what I see a lot of. What a hallucination is. When this first came out, I asked it to help me solve a math problem. I do that. I feel guilty about grade 13 math. So I went back and I said, okay, X equals plus, Y and all this kind of stuff. And I said, help me step through this math, the problem. And right away, I knew that it was telling me the wrong stuff. It didn't make sense. So I said, I don't think this is correct. And it said, oh my goodness, thank you very much. You're right. I'm so sorry. So then it started again. And it took 3 tries before I realized that it didn't know what it was talking about. And that was kind of disappointing. It's much better now. I remember, and it will make stuff up. It answered a question, and it was the question was something like, is there a time that you did this experience or something like this? And it said yes. One time I worked for this, and it just gave this total BS response. It was when you read it, it's like, oh, this person is just perfect for this task that I wanted it. But it's ChatGPT making the whole thing up. So it's a tool. It's not the be all and end all. So make sure when you're sending stuff out that's generated with ChatGPT, make sure you read it. Make sure it's right. Can you ask it not to sound like ChatGPT? Yes, you can. And I'll give you a quick example of that. So, and always cross-check important facts. To me, 99% of the time it's right. But again, read it again. And, if it feels something odd, have it check. And you can always say, can you please fact check this? Buck, 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 buck. And it'll do that in a second. So it's a tool, and it's a tool for building things. So just, be careful and enjoy it. It's trained. Oh yes, and you can ask it to. What did you ask? Can you ask it not to sound like ChatGPT or answer in a more casual format or human format? Yes. And you can ask it to be abusive in a funny way to you. Please. Okay. Please create a short email to my boss saying I plan to lose 5 pounds this week. And it has a very typical format. Please, where are we here? I have my own spelling. Please rewrite this to be hilarious. Quick heads up, I'm embarking on a noble quest this week. Operation Lose 5 Pounds. Yep, it's me versus the scale in a battle of epic proportions. Pun intended. Don't worry, no office donuts. Da, 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 da. So that's pretty funny. Please rewrite. What do you spell right? To be more casual. Hey, just wanted to know what I'm planning to do. Okay, so now please rewrite to as if you are a professor of physics. In the spirit of experimentation and adherence to Newton's lesser known principle of an object at rest accumulates mass. So you can, you can squeeze different responses, styles or flavors of responses to the same thing. And it's just you can ask it. Can you and just say as if for a kindergarten student. Guess what? This week I have a super duper goal. I'm going to try to lose 5 pounds, just like a game where I get healthier and stronger. If you see me skipping snacks and wiggling around the office, that's me playing my stay healthy game. So yes, you can you can just say if you don't like the response, you say please rewrite this as a in a typical human, and not an AI library type thing. So now I want to go back to the mother of all prompts. Are we? We got 6 minutes left, and I want more time for questions. And so hopefully, if you have questions, feel free to stay. I can stay a bit longer. And so this note, this prompt is in your notes that I sent out. And it says, I want you to become my prompt creator. Basically, you're asking it, I need a prompt, and you're going to help me create the prompt. You're going to do this. You're going to ask me what I want the prompt to be about, and I'll give you my answer. But then we're going to have to iterate. So we're going to have to go over and over, and you're going to ask me what so 3 sections. You're going to ask me 3 sections. You're going to give me a revised prompt, and then you're going to give suggestions on how I should approach this prompt. And then you're going to ask questions, and it's going to go through. So you're going to answer. You're going to look at the suggestions. You're going to answer the questions, and then it's going to give you another prompt, draft, and then it's going to give you more suggestions. And what happens is it's going to narrow that prompt down into a surgically almost perfect prompt for what you want. The only thing that's annoying about it is it takes time, because sometimes I was creating a marketing plan months ago, and I think I had 15 iterations, and I had to get up and walk around, take the dogs for a walk and stuff like this, and then get back to it. But it really does create an amazing prompt. And what I found, this one really, it taught me a lot about how to ask the questions. I've been using this for quite a while. And then I asked it, can you please give a summary and describe the prompt? And so that's in your notes as well. And the advantage, it says advantages over a simple prompt. It's precise, it's customized, and it gets you right into it type thing. And I think that's that for that prompt. Now I've also asked Igor. Igor is he has a YouTube channel, and he has this ebook, and I've asked him if I can send you a copy of the ebook, and if not, you can just go to his channel and ask for it. It's free, and it has I don't know, it's like 15, 20 pages of really cool prompts and how to use them, and like the basic formula, that kind of thing. So as soon as he answers with an affirmative, I will fire those out to you by email type thing. What else? Where are we? So we know what AI is. We know what ChatGPT is. We know that it can search the internet now. We know where to go and how. It doesn't have a consciousness, but I always say please, and just in case. We know we've touched on prompts. There are millions of YouTube videos, really good YouTube videos on how to prompt. We know what it stands for. We can create the next coding miracle with it. We know that we have to be careful with what it is, what it generates. And it's very easy to get used to. It's very easy to get used to trusting it. And every now and again, you want to check it over just to make sure. So I'm going to shut up until we have the questions. Question: can you show how to create a simple birthday card with an image? I can. So let's do that. Oh, I'm glad you asked that. So, give me some information about the card. Mitko? Woo! Who is the card for? For whom? Oh, Krista. Krista. How old is she? Going to be. Oh my God. Okay. Create. Okay. So, do you want a funny card? Do you want like a loving card, or do you want just okay, thanks. Create an amusing, loving birthday card for my daughter, who is turning 26. Sorry? Oh, I'm not sharing my screen? God damn. I should get ChatGPT to manage this. Create an amusing, loving birthday card for my daughter, Krista. Check on that. Who is turning 26. Okay, let's just see what it says. Create a photo, an amusing photo. Create an amusing photo, realistic, loving birthday card for my daughter, Krista, who is turning 26. Let's just see. Here's an amusing photorealistic card for 26th birthday. I hope she loves the playful and warmful design. Let me know if you'd like any further adjustments. Wow. Yes. Does she like cats? What's something that she will really appreciate? Because this is a very vague prompt. Or is there, okay. So we can select it, we can download it, but I want to edit the image. Here we go. So please replace the puppy with lots of cats. Are you getting her a cat for her birthday? See what happens. This is not the, oh, there we go. This is not, that's nice. This is not the best image. We had one. Now we have a bunny. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Please add in a bunny. What color is the bunny? Miko? Gray. In a gray. Drum roll. So the bunny is, I don't know what that is. Looks like a transporter mutation. So it said and it it's not good with text. That's hilarious. So it says, "Happy birthday, Kirista." Kirista. But then it has the name there, and I do not see a bunny anywhere, but I see this thing here. It looks like the back end of a cat. We'll just call it the back end of a cat.
Maybe if you said rabbit instead of bunny.
Okay, let's do that.
I wonder if it would change it. Weird. And the other thing I noticed that we have to sign up if we want anything with images like that.
Oh,
Otherwise,
that's right. Yeah.
yeah, you just get
Okay.
the basic chat boxes otherwise. So
Okay.
yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, it is. This is just scratching the surface. Yeah. So like did I say that you get old, you repeat yourself. So I want to have a seminar for kids to learn how to use to it refuses to do a bunny. I guess, does anybody see a bunny here? No. And it says, I've added a happy gray rabbit to the birthday card, joining the festive cats for even more delightful scene. I hope this enhances the card's charm for Krista. Now it got the text right this time. Let me know. Okay. So I will download that and I will send that to you, sir. And yeah. And you can ask for, you're welcome. You can ask for landscape or portrait or mobile phone, that kind of thing.
Thank you, John.
Does it think that the cat on the left-hand side of the 26 with the two hats is a rabbit?
That's, you got eagle eyes there. Yeah. That must be that. Well, yeah, must be that, eh? Huh. And the cover of the notes and the cover, the images on the PowerPoint presentation, we're all done with this. So, and when I use this, I don't have any expectation of any masterpiece or anything like that. I know it's going to be goofy, so I expect it. There are, my business partner uses Midjourney, and apparently that's a lot better. So
The free account for ChatGPT has a limited number of images per day.
Oh, okay. All right. But you're welcome. You can watch every morning. I go and I check, what's cool in AI, because I think it's fascinating, especially with what's coming. And every morning there's major announcement. There's a new video, text to video. There's a new face replacer. There's a new code developer. It's just last year I was talking to a business coach, and he said, don't sign up for anything for the next 2 years because it's going to be changing every frickin' day. So, but of course I've signed up to a few of them. ChatGPT is the one. Questions? So what I'd really appreciate is your feedback. So you got my email, and so if you want to, send any feedback, John, you talk too much, or you should have covered this and stuff like that. We can definitely do this again. And this is like a very general prompt. It's got everything, so we can go down the rabbit hole for just images. Rob would be really good with that. He'll be here next week, and or if you have anything else, how to create a resume, how to create a job application, we can do a whole hour on that. We've got some specialists here for that, so that kind of thing. And consultants, yes, I think that's very important for consultants. Can we use ChatGPT? You pass. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. Can we use ChatGPT to write that email? Yes, that's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and please send me the feedback. That's going to help improve, the next. Very welcome. The next seminar, and it'll direct the subject and all that kind of stuff. So I had fun, and I hope you guys did too. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks a million. It was awesome.
Pleasure. I'm thrilled you're here, Lynn. That's great.
Thanks, John. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thanks, John. It was fun.
Okay, Jim, that's awesome. So I'm going to connect with you, and we're going to go someplace out in the boonies and cause some trouble. How's that?
Yeah, that works for me.
Good stuff. Okay. And Mitko, I'm going to send you that email, or sorry, I'll send that in a JPEG image. How's that? I'll send all of them, and you can play around with those. How's that?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, buddy. Good stuff. Right. Mr. Purchase, thank you very much. And yeah, so everybody have a great evening, and take the rest of the week off.
Thanks again. It was awesome.
All the best. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.